People don't realize it, but a rodeo family is totally different than anything else. We still have prayers. We still have Pledge Allegiance, national anthem. The people that's never been to a rodeo or know nothing about it, they need to go. They need to go and they'll see respect from real people.
There are places in this country where time doesn't rush in. It settles in. Mountain Cove is one of those places. Tucked beneath the ridges of North Georgia, where the mountains fold in like a horseshoe, cowboys and cowgirls gather not for prize money, but for people, for heritage, for the roots that run deeper than any arena dirt. This isn't just a reunion, it's a reminder that rodeo is family, that tradition is earned, and that the stories matter just as much as the buckles. This is Mountain Cove. This is reunion number 11, and this is Beyond the Chutes. Well, I gotta say, as we are sitting up here on Mountain Cove Rodeo Reunion at the show barn at this beautiful facility up here, we're kind of on the ridge below the mountains, but the cove is below us and so forth, and I gotta say the band is back together again. Sam, welcome back, dude. It's been a while.
It has been a while, Doug, and been interesting. You invited me out to this facility, and it's just very beautiful here. The setting's just great, and this place it's amazing.
Something pretty special about it.
Yeah, you know, when a family owned it and they got a airstrip down below, they must have really prospered here.
You bet. And we're sitting outside the show barn like we did last year. What a facility. And of course, that show barn was set up, as Sam said, the family that owned this farm. And I believe at one point, Sam, 17,000 acres here at this end of the cove. And we got Pigeon Mountain over to your right, my left, and you got Lookout Mountain behind you. And those mountains go all the way back, forming that horseshoe.
They ought to call it Snake Mountain. I'll tell you what, when you come down off of that, they showed me where you kind of had your issues last year, and I can sure see why.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you for Rusty.
Yeah.
Thank you for Rusty. We're going to see him a little bit later today. He's one of our Legends Award winners.
Oh,
He's
good.
going to be here today.
Deal.
We'll get a chance to see him, and we met him last night, saw him again last night. And so Chickamauga, I think I'm saying that right, Chickamauga, Georgia is where we are, Sam. So it's been a while. I think, golly, last time we were on the show together, November. Do you realize that? What's that, 9 months ago, dude? Where you been? Bring our listeners up to date.
Well, I've been here, there, and around, but mostly I've been in New York and doing a little farming and trying to make some hay, and it's been a challenging year weather-wise, but I've seen worse, so it's been unique.
Yeah. You've been wet up there.
At the start of the year, we're very wet. So wet, the farmer that rents my land couldn't get his corn in. Never seen that before in my life, you know.
Yeah.
Usually we're wet through May, and then it gets good, but it never dried out. And then when it did dry out, it turned dry. So it's okay, though. No.
Yeah.
Can't change it. Deal with it.
Deal with it. I love it. And we got to say thank you and a big shout out to Stan Cromlish, our friend, comes up out of Kickback Ranch to be with us here. And first time he's attended here, and he's hosted a couple evenings with us. We've been able to watch the PBR event at his place.
Thank you for the coffee, Stan. I appreciate it. And yeah, Stan and I, when I was at Kickback, we got to watch a lot of the PBRs. So we went up there, and he's kind of a tech guru, which I am the complete opposite. We got to watch Dalen and on a big TV instead of my little phone, so it's great.
He's got a nice rig.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And
yeah.
he has been helping me, Sam. We shot a video yesterday. He encouraged me, and he got me lined out to purchase that tire pressure monitor system for the rig and the trailer I pull. I can monitor 12 tires going down the road. So we shot a video for his podcast, and that was kind of fun.
Yeah, Stan, he does a podcast on camping, and system makes such good sense, you know. We'll look into it further.
I think you're going to do it, aren't you? That
see.
TST system we looked at, and
Well, I'll tell you later
Roadmaster.
what I plan.
You got plans?
I got plans.
All right. Well, To all of our listeners, be safe if you're pulling trailers and you need to monitor them tires. Nothing worse than being stuck out there on the road, flat tires or low tires or whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is. You got to be careful.
So I've been busy too. Been a while since we've done a catch up online here, and together, I should say. Had the opportunity to go out and in late May, left out and went to Billings, Montana. Took me about a week to get out there, stopped and saw the folks and my sisters, and just had a great, super relaxing visit. Driving the BTC bus, of course, and spent 2 weeks up there with my daughter, and man, did we see country. That Billings, kind of central to a lot of stuff. Beartooth Pass and not far from Yellowstone. Matter of fact, my sister's up there right now, and they've already been across the Beartooth Pass. They did that yesterday. They went to Yellowstone all on the same day, and they saw a grizzly.
Isn't that something? I seen the pictures of it, and it wasn't like a little cub or something. It was a grizzly.
No.
Had the hump on its back and everything.
Oh, yeah.
They looked a little too close for my comfort, but yeah.
And today they're going to Great Falls, and of course, my daughter Kathleen, of course, she drives a Ram dually. Did you know that, Sam? Was you part of that purchase somehow?
I don't know. I wasn't a part of it, but
Decision-making to make that purchase, maybe?
I said, if that's what you want, do it, because you won't be happy with anything else.
I think those were your exact words. I think so. But boy, she and Stan was out there with us when we was in Billings, backed right up to the Yellowstone River, and she hauled us around. She showed us Great Falls and all kinds of great places, Fort Benton, you name it. And then we flew out of there, Sam, and went up to Fairbanks, Alaska.
Yeah, now I'm jealous.
Yeah.
The only state I haven't been in the United States.
Is that right? You've been to every
Hawaii? Have to go. Yeah, went to Hawaii. Wasn't there real long.
On the way to Australia in competition.
Yep.
Okay, I remember that story.
So someday I'll get to Alaska. It might not be too long.
Our son Ben and his wife Nam and baby Daisy. We got to go up there. She just turned 6 months old, and what a joy. It was so fun to hang out up there.
Yeah, and, I seen Ben just on your video chat, and he looks great. And, yeah, it was early in the morning for him, not for us.
4 hours difference, dude.
So got to say hi, and it's been a long time since I've seen him, and what a good young man he's grown into.
Yeah, very proud of him, and what a great family. And Fairbanks, guys, I'm telling you, if you have an opportunity to go up there, I don't know how to describe it other than you go a mile north of Fairbanks and you are plumb in the middle of wilderness. Certainly there's a pipeline up there, but there's no roads. It's all pine trees. You might see a cabin here or there. We flew over in a small plane, but man, what a beautiful, beautiful country. We're going to go back again, Sam.
Now, you flew over in a small plane. Did Ben fly you, or did you rent?
Yeah, we flew, rented a small Cessna on 172. And we went up for about 4 hours. And, of course, I flew a little. I was right seat. I'm not a pilot. He is. What a way to see the country. I mean, if you're going to go up there, find you a pilot that can. You don't have to go far to see a lot of beauty.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You're going to have to get up there. He's up there.
Ready to go. I know some people here, but I don't know a whole bunch of them. So, but that's how you meet people.
You bet.
Get out and mingle.
You get out and mingle. Absolutely. And got to mention, of course, Miss Claire Harris, Marlon's wife. Had a privilege of meeting her and having dinner with her probably 4 months ago. And just a beautiful lady and a wonderful soul. Did so much for the community. She passed away this spring. So we went down to her funeral services in Saka, Georgia. And just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful service. Mr. Mike Fletcher was there, and what a job he did. And he is just such a joy to have. Perfect person to have lead that ceremony.
Yeah, I never met Claire. Marlon and I talked about it quite a bit. When he was in the kickback, he left a little early because she was feeling a little under the weather. And I said to somebody, I think it was at Cody Zinser's celebration of life, I said, what are we going to do when Mike's not around? Because he handles these so good, and he's so knowledgeable of the people that are there, and he's been there and experienced, from rodeo to pretty much everything. And it'll be a challenge when Mike isn't available to do that anymore.
Hopefully we go before he does, Sam.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
Okay. And then, of course, we're here at Mountain Cove. It's number 11, second time I've been here, first time for Sam, and the first reunion, of course, that Marlon's putting on without Claire. So,
Yeah, I'm sure this is a double-edged sword for Marlon.
yeah.
Good to see everybody. This is his baby. He loves to do it, and he started it, and it's wonderful. But without having a sidekick by his side, it's got to be tough.
Yesterday, activities kicked off. Last night, Phil Broom and his wife, Tina, got married. Wonderful ceremony and great to celebrate with them. So congratulations to Tina and Phil.
Yeah, it was a very nice ceremony. I was invited at the last minute, didn't know anything about it till I talked to Phil on the phone, told him I was coming, and yeah, it was a pleasant thing, and we're wishing both the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seem very happy, and it should be lifetime of love for each other.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Known each other since the third grade, Sam.
And they still got married.
They did. And then, of course, we went down to the cabins last night, and oh my goodness, we saw Adam and we saw Kevin and we met J.O.
Well, there was a lot of people that Raymond Neal I hadn't seen in a long time, and he was there, Ernie, and yeah, the stories that were going on there last night, good, bad, and otherwise.
Yeah.
It was good, and that's why they do this stuff.
Yeah.
So
Bill Harris and his wife Kelly were there, Bob Bett and Craig. It was fun. The place was pretty packed, and you could move about 4 foot and get in a whole new conversation.
yeah, there was lots of them going around there, and yeah, everybody seemed to be enjoying themselves. A little bit of snacks and a little drink, and it was a very good time.
It was a good time. And then we got a weekend off, Sam. Actually, I'm going to the racetrack next weekend. Going to go up by Indianapolis, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, going to drive up there, have some fun, kind of relax a little bit. Because the following weekend, we head to St. T.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Seeing Sylvain, BJ, and everybody. It should be a really interesting rodeo. Going to be able to see Raymond ride. And other than on the videos that he didn't send me today, Raymond.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
very interesting rodeo, people. Pull it up on your
Yeah.
website and look at it. I started going there when I was young, and I've missed a few, but not many through the years.
And this year, I think, is the 62nd year, Sam.
Is that?
We were up there a couple years ago for the 60th. We're going to be breaking here in just a little bit because we got to get in. They're going to start the ceremony and going to be presenting a Legends Award today to Rusty Hayes. That gentleman came along and pulled me out of the ditch, helped me out. What a great person. And you got to meet him earlier. So we'll continue our conversations with him.
Yeah, and it's time to go in there and get set up, and dinner will be served soon.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready for that.
You're getting ready. So Best already talked to Marlon. We're going to get him on here. There'll be the presentation of all the Legends Awards. I'm going to try to get plugged in so we can record that presentation, all those presentations. There's 6 or 7 legends that they'll hand out today. And of course, our sponsor, Parasite Systems, plugs right in and comes right along and helps us keep the wheels turning on the bus. And then last night, we got to meet Festus.
Yeah.
Festus of Gunsmoke. He's here.
Yep. I didn't see his little donkey, but he was here.
Ruth is the name of his donkey.
Oh, okay.
His mule.
Yeah. And he was interesting. He had it down, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could do it. And you know what? He impersonated John Wayne. He impersonated Katharine Hepburn. We're going to have him on the show here. Right after this, we're going to go set up in the show barn. He's going to come around. That'll probably be our first interview of the day.
Yeah. And that will be interesting.
That will be interesting. Any final words before we say good day?
Well, it's great to see you, Doug. This has been fun. I guess we're going to have a busy day today.
We're going to be busy. We're going to meet lots of folks and eat a lot of great food.
There you go.
We are sitting here with Mr. Marlon Harris. Of course, he is the organizer. He is Mr. Mountain Cove Rodeo Reunion, 11th annual. I was here for the 10th, as you know that from our earlier show. And we've got Mr. Marlon Harris. He put it all together 11 years ago. Marlon, good to see you, man.
Good to see you, Doug. It's been a blessing to see everybody here. And actually, this was the brainchild of my wife. She loved it. Loved seeing everybody. This is a great turnout. I really appreciate y'all coming.
Yeah, such a special time and such a special woman. You know, we were so blessed to get to know her, Marlon, and she just touched everybody, made everybody smile that she came in contact with, and into charitable works, and a great horse lady. Yeah.
Yeah. But I tell you, it's a blessing to see everybody here having a good time and good food, good fellowship. And we've got some awards to give away. We're giving these awards called the Legends Award. And you know, after all these cowboys like Sam and I have been around for a long time, we don't usually get honored much at 50 and 60 years old. So we're giving away 11 Legends Award here today, honoring some people. Some people are not here, and then some are, but it gives us a chance for them to be honored. And even though they're 60, 70 years old, it's a meaning for the family, and they hand these awards down to their grandchildren.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, it's so important, to your point, that these folks get recognized. And that's why Sam and I come on with Beyond the Chutes. We want to record this history, Marlon, and you've been a big part of our show over the years, and we want to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And you got some stuff in mind that you got an equestrian series you're thinking about putting together for us?
Yeah, as most people know, I spent 35 years in the veterinary and pharmaceutical business, mostly on the equine and cattle side, but really equine. And during those 35 years, I got to know a lot of great equine veterinarians, especially like in Lexington with Dr. Rood at Rood and Riddle, Tiger Davis McGee. And we'd really like to, in the future, we're working on a segment where we're going to go interview some of these people, like the famous Norm Uppenauer, who was at Coolmore Ashford Stud, traveled on airplanes with the stallions to New Zealand, Australia in the off season. He's got some great stories. And his wife was the trainer for John Morside.
Oh, okay.
So we think this will be an interesting segment. It's going to take some time to get into it, but we've had a lot of people, outriders from Keeneland and Churchill Downs, that are interested in speaking with us, trainers, veterinarians, tech assistants. It's really going to be a good segment. And we're going to probably end up at Berry College. And Berry College has got a veterinary pre-vet program, and Mr. Kevin Ellis is actually here.
Yep.
And won the Legends Award last year. So we'll be doing some interviews at Mary, and looking forward to future segments.
Absolutely.
Well, hello, Marlon. It's good to see you again.
Yes, Sammy.
Marlon and I go back a little ways,
Yeah.
but I'm very sorry for your loss. And thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you.
Would have never knew about this till I see you down at Jerry Todd's, Mindy's place, and you told me about it.
Had a great night last night in the Liars Cabin.
Yes.
Mr. Charles Arnold was one of our very first Legends Awards winner, and he named that cabin the Liars Cabin. I'm going to be at that Liars Cabin every year. I want to hear those stories. And we had the wedding here yesterday with my great friend, Legends Award winner Phil Broom.
Bill Broom and Miss Tina.
And Miss Tina. We had a wonderful wedding here, and as you look at the backdrop out here, it's like, as you said, he said, where else to have a wedding than right here?
Yeah. Beautiful country.
And I've told everybody, I said, when God invented the world, I think he started like.
Yeah. And one thing that will be memorable is thank you, Doug, for performing the ceremony.
Well,
I mean,
that was
our listeners probably don't know that Doug's ordained and can do that. So you will take requests, people. If you want to get married, get a hold of them.
Oh, yeah. And you know what was so interesting? And probably 6 months ago, Marlon called me and said, I think we might have a wedding after reunion. And I'm like, all right, let's go do this. And then he called and said, you got to talk to Phil. What a hoot, Marlon, to meet Phil and meet Tina, and just what a great bunch of folks.
I tell everybody, we've had this for 11 years. There's been a lot of, sometimes a little drama. And I've told everybody, I said, we've had a few divorces here at this event, but never a wedding.
There you go. Let's reunite. Let's unite them. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, what a great job you have done over the years. He took us by, Sam, the other day where it all started. And I believe there were 12 at the reunion that very first year. And then it might have moved up to 20 the year after. And I think this, I just heard, is the second year here in the show barn.
I think this is our third. And the reason for that was we usually had it down at the pavilion and where we had the church service, and it rained. This place was actually under construction, and in 2 nights worked about 18-hour days, they fixed it so we could come in here. And they rent it to us, and they do us a great job. The staff here at Mountain Cove is wonderful. Jenna Coling, this place is just, like I say, you pull up, you love it. The campground's wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
You don't just pull up to here. You pull down and
You
around.
pull down.
And you almost have to drive that road if you're coming in a different way just to say you did it.
Oh, my goodness. Used to be gravel there.
Yeah, and there's Rescue Rusty right over there.
Right over there. He's the man.
Saved the day.
Saved the day. Thank goodness Marlon gave me that phone number before I took off from Louisville. If I needed it.
We went up there and Doug said, well, they didn't have signs up that end of the road.
Not true.
We looked at it yesterday and there were 3 or 4 of them said, do not drive down this road.
I think I was simply overwhelmed as soon as I took that left turn there. It's crazy. But we made it. We're here. Come in a safer way this time.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I will say this to all of our listeners. If you're in North Georgia, this is probably the best kept secret in the world. But if you're looking to come in, Chattanooga's 30 miles up the road. If you want to come out, support the farm. The cabins are wonderful. They're very reasonable. In fact, I had 2 people that were presidents of saddle clubs today came up and said they want to hold their event here about ride out of the campground into the mountains.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
So
What a beautiful ride.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
And for our listeners, 17,000 acres at one time?
I think so.
Yeah. One family.
One family.
Yeah. Now there's dove fields and there's this beautiful show barn and just excellent. Just excellent. Well, Marlon, we thank you for everything. You've been great. Any final words for our listeners?
No, just tell everybody, God bless each and every one of you. God bless America. I'm so blessed to have all these great friends. That's best thing ever happened. My newest friend and one of my oldest friends sitting right here in the most beautiful place in the world. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. Mr. Marlon Harris on Beyond the Chutes on this Sunday at the 11th Annual Mountain Cove Rodeo Reunion.
Thank you, Marlon. And you didn't have to say one of my oldest friends, but I guess if the truth hurts.
I guess you are one of my oldest.
Yeah, I was just a baby when we traveled together.
Oh, he said newest. He didn't say youngest, Sam.
Thank you, Marlon. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, cowboys and cowgirls and cowboy and cowgirl fans. Love to have you here. My name's Bill Harris. I'm here, and I'm glad to be here. So, this is my good friend Marlon Harris. I think everybody knows him. We're not blood kin, but we're kin. Last year, we had a great time, of course, for the last 10 years. Each year, there's fewer people that get to come. We lose a good many. And at this time, we just kind of want to recognize all these people that had so much to do with either our lives, the sport of rodeo, or just a great life in general. There's about a good many here. Some of them are with us, some of their families are here tonight. But our list includes Burl Yielding, Ed Workman, Bill McInerney, the clown, Gary Adams, Bill Shelton, Tommy Blevins, Moose Russman, Hewlin Missildine, Don McKee, Harry Bryant, Elmer Babel, Randy White, Keith Horn, Randy Stevens, Pat Hingelman, Dylan Gilbert, Tom Woodridge, Gurney Geiger, Joe New, and I believe Joe's family's here. I'd like to recognize him. Thank y'all for coming out. Danny Montoya, Wayne Sanders, Jim Davis, Sammy Joe Morgan, Mike Servey, Newton Tate, Tommy Crandall, Roy Cooper, Randy Keel, John Clark, Jackson Croft, and I believe Jackson's family is here also. Shorty Woods, Ralph Maynard, and Chuck Albright. That's a lot of people. Time goes fast. We thank the good Lord up above for letting us all be here today and recognize each other. Let's have a short pause of silence for all of these that we've lost. Thank you. How about some awards? We got some special people, some special awards for some special people. Okay, Marlon had to drink all the whiskey in these barrels so we could get the tops. Let me get my other list here. There you go. Come on up here, Doug Simcox.
Doug he does the Beyond the Chutes. He's been here with us a couple of years. He's a great, great guy. He's become one of my very best friends. And last year he came down the mountain in the motorhome, and within 15 minutes, the next winner of the first award was there and pulled him out and got him down the mountain. And also this guy pulled our good friend Ricky Smith along with his granddaughter off the mountain when he seriously broke his neck. I'm going to let Doug say a few words.
Well, first off, what do you think of this food here today? What a great job, huh? And our first recipient actually cooked the pork for you today. Mr. Rusty Hayes, if you'd come up here, please. Now, there's all kinds of cowboys and cowgirls, and legends come from all walks of life, whether you're riding a bronc or you're riding a bull or you're pulling a chute gate or you are in support of making it all happen. And this fella has lived down here in the Cove a number of years, and Marlon's right up here on Daughtry Gap Road, right up through here. I stuck a 40-foot motorhome in the ditch. And I didn't know if I needed a bulldozer or I needed a helicopter, or I needed a crane, but I knew I needed something, and thank goodness I had Rusty's phone number. He come down there, and it wasn't, 3-4 minutes you had me moving and out and on. And if you'd point up here where you and your son went and picked up Ricky Smith up off the top of the mountain.
When he broke his neck, fell off a mule, my son, my granddaughter, we all went up there and got to him and pulled him out, got him to the ambulance, and they carried him and got him all put back together.
Absolutely. Rescue Rusty, we call it. And what a great job. If you would, our first recipient, this 11th annual. Thank you.
Charlie Crowder, can you come up? Hey, be sure to get Rusty's number before you leave here. You never know when you might need it. Don't forget the group picture. Don't leave from before the picture. Here you go, Charlie.
I want to tell y'all a quick story about Marlo Harris over here. He and I have known each other since we were young teenagers. And Marlon and I, years ago, went down to Rainbow Springs to Leroy Mason. If y'all remember, I had a Wild West show. We were 17 years old, and there we went going down there. Marlon wanted to hitchhike down there. I thought, what the heck are we talking about? We got pickup trucks to go. So no, Marlon has been great, and he and Bill both. We just need to really appreciate how they keep this going and what it means to us. Y'all knew I did Circle C Rodeo there in Alpharetta. Many of you came, and I really appreciate it. Many of you were wearing buckles there. I see several of you had buckles out there. And what it meant to us putting on that rodeo and it was an open rodeo, then became an IPR rodeo for a while. And then, of course, like Phil said, we all got hooked on ACA. And many of all the clowns and different acts in here had worked our rodeo there and Alpharetta when we moved it over to the arena that we did for years. This award is for someone that was a Circle C buckle winner twice, really. When he was about, I don't know, 9, 10 years old, something like that, we'd work all these little boys there on the farm where I had it there in Crabapple area of Alpharetta. And so, of course, we had to figure out a bull riding for those guys. So not only did he win the bull riding there, but he came back later on in his later years and won the bareback riding. And so got the buckle both times. Phil Broom, I want him to come up here for a minute with me. Phil he's not the recipient, but Phil is going to come up and help. And let me say who it is for myself here. It's a buddy and one of the greatest cowboys going down the road. And Phil's got a lot of good statistics about him. I know he won the PRCA Rookie of the Year, the big rodeo, 1990s. Here he is. I'm going to let Phil tell you, he knows all about Brother Jack Sims. We're going to honor here in just a minute. There's your note, sir.
Warned me. That's why I wrote it down for you.
I know. Go ahead. You know, that college he was at better.
Well, Jack left here, I don't remember the exact year, late 80s, and was headed to Fort Scott, Kansas. There was 3 people standing in his front yard when he pulled out of the driveway, and it was his girlfriend, his mother, and me, and we all had tears when he left to go to Kansas. So he got out there, and the only thing for me to do when I found out about this, and Charlie was wanting to do it, and I said I had to call Luthi. John Luthi was a great coach out there. He's a great motivational guy. He's great attitude. He's a Christian man. He just steers those boys in great directions. Jack shows up out there, and I think it's probably the first Georgia boy that went to Fort Scott. Jack went out there and showed out, and Luthi, in his own words this week, said, if I would have had 10 like him, I'd have took every one of them and more. So he was proud to get Jack, and Jack went out there and was on the bareback riding group for that team that won. Fort Scott was a 2-year school, and they won the regional championship in collegiate rodeo in Kansas. And then he moved on to Weatherford because that Weatherford, Oklahoma was a 4-year school. And Jack was able to go there and get a degree. I think it was in recreation, which he left here knowing how to recreate. But he got a degree in recreation, and they won the national championship there, which he was very instrumental as one of the best bareback riders. And then Jack come on as the Rookie of the Year in 1990 for the PRCA. And I was supposed to bring a picture. It's been hanging on my wall for ever. Since 90.
That's right.
But
Jack and Joe yeah, Jack and Joe up. While they're coming up, let's all give a big round of applause for this man right here who is a newlywed that y'all know about last night, right in this very place. So where's your lovely wife? There she is. Stand up over there, please. So Phil.
I'll go ahead and stand up.
Yeah. Jack and Joe, come up here. Where's Joe? Come on, Jack. Come on up. Yep. Jack was just a tiny bit smaller when he won that very first. Remember winning that bull riding buckle?
I do. That was the first buckle I ever
first
won.
buckle you ever won.
In the junior bull riding, but
That's right.
I don't remember ever winning the bareback riding.
I think you won,
But yeah, thank y'all. It's nice that y'all would recognize me for some of my accomplishments. There's a lot of people here in this room, Phil, Charlie, and Dad, that really helped me out. Marlon helped me out to have what successes I have. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. That's that right there. I'm only trying to think about this guy. Yeah, well, I haven't said enough.
We haven't said enough about him. So here you go, buddy.
Thanks.
Here we go.
All right. Here, watch step here. All right. This next recipient, Ernie, you want to come up here for a minute? I've been coming over here as long as anybody. Okay. That'll be fine. Hey, we fly by the seat of our pants around here. Ask anybody I've announced a rodeo for.
Leather work, and I get bored sometimes, and I'll go to the shop, and I've learned to do a little bit of woodwork. And it's been such a blessing and an honor to me to just build these little trinkets that you can take home with you and hang on your wall and throw darts at it if you want to. But seriously, after what the Stevenson family just did, just really warmed my heart. They made a sizable contribution. I forgot how much it was, but it was good, and we appreciate that. I want this Mountain Cove deal to continue when the kids, our kids, come up. And I think we've already started it with Travis Presley and the rodeo going on down the road here. We're all still part of it. But this award, I want to call the two sons of Ronald Stevenson up here first. Where you at, Robbie? You and Doug, come on up here. This is Ronald's sons, Ronald, Ricky Smith, myself, Dennis, and a bunch of us all rodeoed together in this part of the world. We grew up on this mountain. This family, I'm not going to tell all of our secrets, Phil, Larry, because I might go to jail. But seriously, they have been a part of our family since we wore diapers together. And it's such an honor because Ronald was Ronald. We used to call him Ronald McDonald, but he was a tremendous bull rider. If Ronald Stevenson liked you, he would do anything for you. But if he didn't, he might do anything to you. But congratulations, guys. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Y'all are family. And Kay, and I want to introduce them. We got Kay and Dennis, but this family has been such a part of our family for such a long time, and I appreciate and respect you. Thank you. Y'all just take it home and choose who keeps it. You want me to do another? Okay. We'll just do all mine to get me out of the way. This next guy, I was in the 9th grade in high school, and he didn't get to come last year. I was down somewhere in Alabama, and I had a black bull, and I think it was Joe Sims. I don't remember for sure. But I got off. I rode him. I landed on the back of my head, and there I was, a freshman in high school with no way to go nowhere. My buddies went on to Mississippi to a rodeo, and I met a fella named Charles Arnold, and he's a calf roper, and he was with another fella named Ben Stone. They took me all the way to Chattanooga to the hospital. He called my mother when we got there, and my mother made such dear friends with them. Every time I'd ride in a rodeo somewhere, she wouldn't call. Of course, we didn't have cell phones. She wouldn't call me. She'd call Ben or Mr. Arnold. You know, is he all right? Ben Stone, come here, please. Ben. That's one bad habit I still got. I wished I didn't have. Dipping. My wife says it tastes like worm dirt. Ben, this is such an honor to give to you. You are my friend, family. I'm glad you're here.
Charles Arnold needs part of this.
Charles got one. Yes, Charles Arnold needs part of this. He was the Cove. It ain't been that long ago. I remember him hauling rear in a wheelchair because he thought we was going to take him to the hospital. Y'all remember that? He outrun us all. He said, do not let them take me to the hospital. Ben, congratulations. Let me go ahead and get these others out of the way. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, speaking of the Arnold family, Bishop Arnold, come on down. I got something for you. Bishop always was Liesl Harris's traveling partner. He helped him with his axe. He's got so many stories he could tell about Liesl Harris. And sometimes, you know, the traveling partner makes the guy that he's traveling with. It's like steel sharpens steel. If you run with winners, you're going to be a winner. This is my friend, Mr. Bishop Arnold. Love you too, Charles. All right. 2 to go. I'll drop it. This young man can't be here today, but he was a bareback rider. And Marlon, where you at? Oh, can you accept his award? This guy was always so considerate and nice. And we'd be rodeoing, and us old rough guys would say, how can somebody be that nice and be so aggressive riding a bareback horse? But Harlem Ingram, I'm going to let Marlon accept this, but this is for Harlem Ingram, a tremendous cowboy, good Christian person. I put him at the top. He was a hand. He was a winner. And I'm sorry Harlem couldn't be here. He's involved in some other stuff, but Harlem Ingram, we love you, brother. Are you going to try to get that to him, Marlon? Okay. This next guy, and I'm going to do this, and everybody that's been to a rodeo in the Southeast Circuit remembers a fella named Tony Coleman. Tony picked up for EC, Matt Dryden, EC Hunt, and Mr. Preston Folks. Mr. Preston Folks, he rode bareback horses. He was a Southeast Circuit champion saddle bronc rider a couple of times. Tony is handicapped. He's a paraplegic now. He fell off a barn, and I go by and see him. He lives up in West Tennessee with me, and he gets lonely sometimes, and I go by and visit with him as often as I can. This will be, Marlon, you want to, yeah, this is me and you hold it. Tony Coleman, recognized right here today. He is an outstanding person. And I'll tell you something I've seen. Tony was always a business person when we were rodeoing. He took care of our fees. He made sure we didn't go in too many honky-tonks and had our money and no fights. And Tony, but don't fight in Tony's truck, you know. It's an honor for me to present that to him because he is such an outstanding person and he was such a phenomenal person as a rodeo cowboy. So, Tony, congratulations. All right, folks, that's mine. Thank y'all so much, and I love y'all. Some of us ain't going to be here, and I might be one, but that's okay. You know why? Because you guys are going to keep this thing going as long as you can. And I believe as long as we include Lord above, we'll be okay. Thank y'all.
Great job, Ernie. You know, we had a lot of people that couldn't make it here for different reasons, but that doesn't mean that we weren't going to honor them. And so this next award is kind of a really neat deal. I don't know, when you pulled up here on this farm, your eyes was probably this big and you went, man, what a beautiful place. You have one family that actually hosts and works here and runs the farm, and I've been working on this for a surprise for a really long time because it's a big family and I wanted to get them here. But there was 3 people from one family that rode bulls. One was, he was also a bullfighter, and that was Kyle. There was another bull rider named Cole who works here, does all the work here, and his dad, Eddie. And we got Miss Opal here, the mom, we got Jenna, we got the whole family here. And we want to present you the first annual Family Award of the Legends Award. Please come up. I want you all up here. Come on, Opal. This lady right here is the one when you book your campground. She's the one that puts you in the cabin and everything. Opal, we love you. Thank you for coming. You came a long way. We'll present this to the Stevens family on behalf of the Mountain Cove Cowboy and Cowgirl Reunion. What's that last? Okay, we had. Is it too long in the works? You want to do that? Yeah, let's do. Charlie Crowder back up here for Jim. You want to go ahead and do Larry's? We have a guy that couldn't come here today. He was one of the greatest rodeo announcers ever to come out of the Southeast. And he really was not only a great announcer when I was riding, but when I got in the pharmaceutical business and worked with Alabama Farmers Co-op as a sales rep, he really took me under his wing. I didn't know much about selling, but he was a great friend to me and an inspiration we wanted to go to Mr. Larry Long. He couldn't be here today. Let's do it. Yeah, there's another guy that couldn't be here today that traveled down, and he's married to. Anyway, Jack, this guy named Jack Lawrence is probably one of the best horse trainers in the world. And when I went to his birthday party in Nashville, there was people told all kinds of stories of coming back from Iran and PTS, and he taught them how to train horses, let them stay at his house, worked with him. And he worked with us all right here. He was with us all when we first came to Mountain Cove years ago with Bishop and all of us. And we want this Legend Award to go to Jack Lawrence of Franklin, Tennessee. And last but not least, there's a real special bullfighter that's not here with us today that couldn't come. But he worked for Longhorn. In fact, he was on the podcast with Doug not so long ago at the Kickback Ranch in Montgomery at Jerry Todd's place. And we found out that he worked for Longhorn. He put all the dirt in the arena, and probably considered one of the very best bullfighters to ever come out of the southeastern United States. He couldn't be here today, but we still want to honor him. Please, let's give a round of applause for Mr. Sid McKissick. There's a lot of Legends Award winners in this room, and you know who you are. But somebody asked me, said, how long are we going to have this reunion? We're going to have it forever. Same place, same time, same schedule next year. And God bless each and every one of you. God bless America. And we're going to get our picture made. And this is one of the hardest things to do, to get everybody over here to get their picture made. And we want to thank you. Stay as long as you want to. The Liar's Cabin will be open tonight with food. There's some beverages there. And I'll be there till late. So welcome. Thank you all for coming. And you want to say something, Charlie?
A lot of you knew he was here last year. Where's Lena? Billy Dupree. Many of you know him. Well, Billy has had a little turn for not doing as good, and he's over in Rome, home, and going to hopefully improve as we go. So y'all keep him in your thoughts and prayers. If you knew Billy, he was a character, and he is still a character. And then I wanted to say special, I think they talked about it, but all of these folks, as y'all know, Bill, Marlon, Sid back there.
Kathy.
Yeah.
And our server. And all our cooks and our servers for doing a great job. How about that, man?
Big round of applause, guys. This is a lot to put this on. And y'all know how much Marlon, Bill, all of them started. Where's Phil? Phil Broom's been baptized into this now. He's going to be a part of it. There he is. He's doing a great job of helping them. Yep, it started off about a table like this, but folks, he's done a great job of getting it going, and thank God they do. So y'all give them again a big round of applause for all of these folks. A lot of work goes into this. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Lionel. And thank you so much, Phil. Since you're sitting right there in the middle of our picture area, I'm going to put you in charge of getting all these people lined up correctly by height.
We're sitting here at the Mountain Cove Farms show barn. And what a reunion we've had. Most of the folks are filing out. Most of the crew is picking up tables and chairs. I'm going to guess we had upwards of 150, 175 people here today. And sitting here at the table, and of course I got Sam with me, and we've been talking to some folks. And we got Rusty Hayes to stop by. Now, he today was a Legends Award winner. And he lives in the Cove here, not so far from here. I don't know, you maybe 3 miles away, Rusty?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yep.
And the story. How did I meet Rusty? And Marlon calls him Rescue Rusty, okay? And fortunately, when I rolled in here last year, now this part isn't the fortunate part, in that I turned left instead of going straight at Daughtry Gap Road.
Yes.
Okay. And look it up on a map. I probably should take a picture of the map. And if I had a sports car, that'd be the road to drive on. You could drive fast and it'd scare you.
but putting a 40-foot BTC bus on it didn't make a lot of sense. Just did not. And that first, I believe it's left-hander coming over that hill, I had no business being there. And there was about 8 more of them to go. So I get down 2-3 curves and put the BTC bus in the ditch. Fortunately, if we went back and looked, that's probably the place to put it in if you're going to go in. And I don't know why. I had Rusty's phone number, and this is a year ago, and I called and I said, Rusty, this is Doug. We've never met before. I'm in trouble. Do you remember, Rusty?
I remember the words coming out of your mouth. I need help.
I need help. I had created a bridge down there.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And you rolled up there. You wasn't 10 minutes away.
Right.
What'd you think when you rolled up on that? Did you have an idea even?
No, I didn't. I've seen a lot of tractor trailers get hung up on that mountain, and usually they have to call big crane trucks in to get them turned around.
Yeah.
But luckily, you are not off, and
Right.
we could get you turned.
Right.
Get you out of there.
Yeah.
Done some damage to the back of your.
Well, boy, we did.
Yeah.
Which you fixed before I left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
yeah.
it together.
Hold
before you
it
get home.
together. You said, just get home. Fix it when you get to the house, you said. So Rescue Rusty came to it. Now, one other thing, Rusty, Ricky Smith.
Yes.
Tell us about Ricky Smith.
He's my hero. When I first started wanting to get in the rodeo, that's who I called. And he helped me out a lot. Yeah, he's a dear friend. About a year and a half ago, he was riding my son's mule up on Pigeon. He's the man of the mountain. He knows more about Pigeon Mountain than any man alive. And he had an accident and broke his neck. Not to the point of being paralyzed or anything. But the guy that was with him had no idea how to get him out, but he knew us. And he couldn't get a hold of me, but he got a hold of my son, and my son was almost at my house. And he said, Daddy, we got to go. And so anyhow, we took off, and the phone service out there is awful. And so we finally got a hold of the guy that was with him, and we said, Frankie, what road are you on? He said, I don't know. I said, do you have a gun? He said, yeah. So he shot it. We told him to shoot it, and we heard it. And so at that time, we knew where they were at.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
And when we got there, we didn't know if Ricky was still with us. And we didn't know his neck was broke, but we knew he said he was hurting. So we wrapped him real tight in a sweatshirt and got him up and set him into side by side because there was no way to get no ambulance to him. There wasn't enough room to get life force to him and land. So we got up and hauled him out to the ambulance. We hauled him out to Sawmill Lake to where the ambulance could get him and carry him to the hospital. And, you know, they took care of him good. They put him back together, and he's home now. I'll tell you a story about him, even back when we were rodeoing. He was so comical. And he told me, he said, Rusty, he said, I know Frankie was tore up when I fell off that mule. And he said, I was laying under that tree, and he said, heard a gunshot. And he said, I thought he killed himself.
Oh, my gosh.
But you'd have to hear it coming from Ricky, to laugh about it. But, I mean, he's still making jokes about it. Anyhow, he's just so thankful. But Ricky is a hero to a lot of people. Everybody that knows Ricky loves Ricky. And I'm fortunate I live a mile from him and get to see him quite a bit.
Okay.
But he's not doing well now.
Yeah.
So
Still living on his own.
still living on his own.
Yeah.
They had to take his vehicle this past week.
Oh, wow.
Not going to let him drive no more.
Oh, wow.
He's getting, sometimes he knows everything and everybody, but then there's times he don't. And so everybody just tries to go by and see him and stay close to him.
Okay.
Because he is a true legend.
Yeah. And how long you been in the Cove?
My daddy bought a dairy farm in '69
In the Cove?
in the Cove.
Okay.
And we moved here, and I went to Cedar Grove Elementary School. Later on, 5 or 6 years later, Daddy had to sell the farm, so we moved about 13, 14 miles north of here in a place called Flintstone or High Point.
Okay.
And then I always told my wife, if I ever get back to the Cove, I'll
Yeah.
be home.
Okay. Okay.
So we were very fortunate to get the place we got today.
You bet.
When we got here, I said, I'm back home.
You're back home.
Yep.
Beautiful place. Beautiful place you
Yep.
have there, Rusty.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So you rodeoed.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I had some bulls that I leased out to Wayne D. Smith and Preston folks, and I wasn't that good at bull riding, but I got to travel with Ricky for 7 years, and it was the most fun. It was one of the best chapters in my life, getting to spend all that time with such a hero that everybody admired,
Yeah.
and get to go to all these rodeos, you know, and
Yeah.
be with the man.
Yeah.
So it was a very special time for me.
That's excellent. Excellent. And how long have you been involved with the reunion?
Actually, when the first year that they got together down here, my son and me were carrying equipment to the mountain, and I seen some cowboys down there at one of the cabins.
Okay.
And I asked Ricky, I said, what's going on? He
Yeah.
said, well, that's Marlin. They're trying to get something started.
Oh, nice.
And so they didn't actually come to the show barn or nothing like that. It was very small.
Yeah.
So anyhow, the next year, I talked to Marlin and got started coming to it and been a part of it ever since.
Oh, you have. Okay. And you made the pork butts, and that was excellent today.
you.
Matter of fact, Susan brought us over a plate.
All right.
We're taking to the bus. Where Sam and I are going to be eating really, really good.
Yep.
This evening. So moved here in '69. Tell us about the rodeo down on the curve.
I was in the 3rd grade, and I remember Daddy bringing us up here and getting to sit on the bank and watch the rodeo. Didn't know a whole lot about it at that time, but everybody that was here that lived around here was a part of the community club, and they're the ones that parked traffic and took up money and all that kind of stuff. So anyhow, I had pretty much been going to that ever since.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
I never participated in a rodeo in this cove. I was just so young.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember it, and then it left here and moved to over on Highway 193 at the other side of Pigeon Mountain.
Okay.
And they had it there for several years, and come back to Andrews Lane. A guy named Benny Garrett started putting it on.
Yeah.
And then when he quit, Ronnie Milligan started putting it on,
Yeah.
and been going ever since.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Now, the rodeo that's down the road here, Kensington.
Right.
Hog Jowl Road.
Yep.
Is that kind of related or no?
It is.
It is.
It is. That's the one that, has been going on forever.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Because Marlin took us by the cement plant,
Yep.
which is where the folks had moved the rodeo from down here.
To there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's one I was telling you about on the other side of Pigeon
Yeah.
on 193.
Yeah.
And that's where it was.
Okay.
So-
I see. That's the one.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, this has been excellent. When did you meet Marlin?
When I first started traveling with Ricky.
Really?
I met him.
Okay.
We've been friends ever since.
Oh,
and
my.
then I kind of got out of it, started having children, and kind of quit rodeoing.
Yeah.
And didn't see him for a long time.
Yeah.
I guess he was the first person that met my wife. The first rodeo I went to, that's who she met, was Marlin.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
And they've been close ever since.
Oh, that's neat.
Imagine that. And a pretty woman around him.
Oh, yeah, thank you. He always called her. He called her Louise Mandrell.
Oh, yeah. He did the other day when we was there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, I just got a couple questions. What event did you work? Bull riding? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
And the other one is, I thought you were an educated man, Doug. Thought you went to college.
Well, I did. But what happened?
I thought you could read.
I could.
Doug said, man, they should put signs at the top of that.
Oh.
They should put signs up there. There's signs at the bottom. There ain't no signs at the top.
Yeah.
We had to take a little drive yesterday, and there was 3 of them. I said, maybe they should
dog
flashing lights on them. Hey, Doug, read.
That was a crazy day, man. That
No
was
big
just-
trucks.
Oh, man.
And they even built a turnaround for you.
They
and
did
you
at
blew
top
right
of the
out.
hill. They did. That's right. Coming in. It's like you got no business being here.
They were a lot. That year, I know they were at least 5 tractor trailers, because
Yeah.
that's the way a GPS brings everybody. And I know there were at least 5 tractor trailers got hung up on the mountain.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And that's
And
an
you.
event. And me.
Yeah.
And that's an event. Now, I was pretty short, though. I wasn't there
Yeah.
very long.
Right.
Maybe an hour.
You called me when you were hung up there.
Yeah.
You said,
Did I?
I can't get in here.
I don't remember a lot of that.
Oh, I
blanked.
could hear panic on
Oh,
the mind.
total
Yeah,
panic.
could
Total
too.
panic. Oh my gosh. I had fuel running out the side fuel tank. I just
Oh,
stopped
'cause
and
it's-
filled up. It was that tipped.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it was crazy.
It was.
I don't know why it didn't go over. Should have gone over.
No DEC came to see you?
No, we got out. Yeah, Rusty comes in. He goes, "We got to get moving. We don't need DOT. We don't need DEA. We
Right.
don't need any of these folks. We need to go."
Another 3 foot, and you wouldn't have got out
Yeah.
if you'd have pulled. If he'd went another 3 foot.
Yeah.
But luckily,
We
the back was hung up.
Oh yeah.
The price of the truck to pick it up, to sling it over.
Oh,
but the worst would have been the price of DOT tickets
yeah.
for coming down there.
Oh,
Yep.
and they probably popped me for spilling some diesel, maybe. And it wasn't a bunch. It
Right.
wasn't. We was able to get that shut down pretty quickly. But man, it rocked.
Yeah.
It rocked. But then he tells me last night, he goes, not that big of a deal. Now it's a single axle, he says, I run through there, but I got a 24-foot trailer, and it's not a big deal I go through there. And I'm sitting there going, I think he done just challenged me. No, Sam?
I'm not going to ride
You
with
going to ride right seat?
No, I'm going to take the car and go.
Yeah.
All right, Rusty, any last words?
No, we appreciate everybody that comes and is still a part of this rodeo reunion.
You bet.
It's good to see everybody. We're so glad that you guys are involved now.
Yeah.
It's a way for people to be seen or heard.
Or heard. Absolutely.
And, you know.
You bet.
So-
Well said.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for being Rescue Rusty. Probably should put your phone number out, because if you're anywhere in the state of Georgia or Tennessee, call Rusty. He will bail you out.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When the chairs are folded and the mountains go quiet again, what's left isn't just another event on the calendar. It's legacy. It's the handshake after the award, the prayer before the meeting, the stories told in the liar's cabin that grows a little each year, but carry truth at their core. Rodeo roots don't fade, they deepen. And as long as folks gather to honor the legends and lift the next generation, the tradition lives on. From Mountain Cove, this is Beyond the Chutes, where heritage rides with us wherever the road leads next. This is Beyond the Chutes, is presented by Parasite System and their complete, all-in-one site AI, the complete testing solution. From hooves to paws, we test them all. Before we wrap this up, one more thing. Beyond the Chutes is hitting the road in 2026, bringing the stories, the history, and the people of rodeo to the places where it all matters. We'll kick things off February 21st at the Kickback Ranch Cowboy Reunion in Raymer, Alabama, a gathering built on family, tradition, and real cowboy connection. And if Alabama is on your calendar, make Kickback Ranch your home base. Full hookup RV sites, cowboy cabins, cottages, wagon wheel suites, fishing lakes, trails, a swimming pool, and cowboy town. It's a place built for families, events, and bringing people together. Then we'll roll into the third annual King Brothers Rodeo Reunion on May 23rd. Another stop where rodeo stories don't fade, they get passed on. We've got something for all you rodeo road warriors out there. A good friend of ours, Mr. Stan Cromlish, has just a thing to make those long hauls a little smoother.
Hey, Rodeo Road Warriors! Stan Cromlish here from the Wandering Gypsy RV Life Podcast. Ever had a trip go sideways, faster than a bronc out of the chute? Grab my book, Rolling Smooth, How to Enjoy the RV Life Without Losing Your Cool. Packed with real RV stories, hard-won lessons, and a few laughs at my expense. Listen on Audible. Snag a copy at WanderingGypsyRVLife.com and catch the Wandering Gypsy RV Life podcast for more wild tales from the road. Don't just ride, roll smooth.
We're also proud to be supporting our BTC athletes during the new 2026 rodeo season. Raymond Hotstetler, Eli Hirschberger, and Iowa breakaway roper Aubrey Wolf. These are competitors doing it the right way, on the road, in the practice pen, and under the lights. And we'll follow these BTC cowboys and cowgirls on their journey all season long. This episode is also brought to you by Simcox and Company. Cedar Falls, Iowa, 4 generations strong. Deb, Tommy, Eli, and Troy. Great haircuts, looking good, and even better conversation. From the road, from the arena, and from the people who live this life, these stories matter. This is Beyond the Chutes.